I love everything about this city. Philadelphia, Nick Foles. The Dirty German Endurance Fest is set to take place this weekend in the city of brotherly love. Pennypack Park is located within city limits, making it one of the few urban ultramarathons in the country that features epic trails. I spent a year in Philadelphia with some of the most passionate people in the country, and if there's a few things I know that are for certain, it is their love for the Philadelphia Eagles, cheesesteak, and the infamous twisty roller coaster section that is featured on this course. Over 1,000 incredible runners will start at the 25K, the 50K, the 50 miler, but only a select few will take home the German Weatherhouse Awards. Let's dive into some predictions. Let's dive into the 50-mile predictions, starting on the women's side. Third place, I've got to go into Julia Higgs, and she's someone who I think is going to absolutely go for it on her debut 50 miler. In 2019, she finished 10th place at the NIRCA Half Marathon Championships. She's got someone who's got a ton of speed, and that's going to really help her in a race like this. She's not going to be afraid of the pressure. She's not going to go out there super timid. She has multiple records for the University of Maryland Club Cross Country and Track team. I think she's going to absolutely blow her debut 50 miler out of the water, and there's going to be a lot of awesome competition at this race, but I think that's only going to fuel her even more. Julia Higgs, I've got you finishing third place. Second place on the women's side, I've got to go into Melissa Morland, and I think she's gonna have an absolutely incredible day out on this course because she's already been out on this course in 2019. She ran the 50K distance. She has two 50K wins under her belt up to this point, and she took home second place at the Rattling Creek 50K earlier in April. I think she's absolutely ready for this one. 50 miles, she's ready. Melissa Morland, second place. And taking home the top spot on the women's side for the 50-mile race, I've got to go into Kandy Ferris. And she's someone who's gonna crush this race. She has a ton of experience, tough mountain races out west. Boom, she's done those. Hot races in Florida. Boom, she's done those. Tough East Coast races. Yep, check that box as well. I mean, she's got a ton of experience, and I think that's only gonna help her in a race like this. Earlier this year, she took home third place at the Mountain Mist 50K. She won the Run Loved 100K in Hot Springs, Arkansas in February, so she's been on an absolute tear recently. Ohio runners will know her well. Why? Because she took home the win at the Mohican 100 in 2019. Kandy Ferris is who I'm predicting take home the top spot on the women's side for the 50-mile distance. Let's dive into the men's predictions, starting with the 50 miler. Third place, I've got it going to absolutely no one. I have no idea who's gonna finish third place at this race. Please, in the comments, let me know who you think are some of the other big names in this event. I think there's so many awesome runners, and I think there's gonna be like 25 people vying for this third place spot. It is wide open, and that's what just excites me most about looking at a race like this and seeing the field. There's just so many awesome names that it's just so tough to pick. So I'm gonna take a little cop out on this one. Third place, I'm gonna give it to the field. Let's actually do a prediction here. Second place on the men's side for the 50-mile distance, I've got to go into Victor Rivera, and he's someone who's gonna absolutely go for it because why not? The guy is a younger in the ultra world still, and he's just gonna send this thing to the moon. He finished fourth place at the Naked Nick 50K earlier this year, according to Ultra Signup. This is his debut 50 miler, and what better way to debut your 50 miler with a podium finish? Victor Rivera, I've got you finishing second place. Taking home the win on the men's side, I'm gonna give it to Brandon Tallsesky. Yes, your 2020 champion who ran 6:32 on this course back in December for the sixth fastest time in course history. He's on an absolute tear, but he hasn't won everything he's done recently. He finished third place at the Naked Nick 50K earlier this year and second place at the Rattling Creek 50K, losing by 2 minutes. That fire is still there for Brandon. I think he's gonna be totally rejuvenated, trying to prove something and go back to back at an event that he believes he can do so at. Brandon Tallsesky, I've got you taking home the win on the men's side for the 50 miler. Let's dive into the 50K predictions. I'm gonna predict the top spot for the men and women. Let's dive into the women top spot. I'm gonna give it to Taryn Olmstead. And according to Ultra Signup, this is her first Ultra since 2018, but I don't care. She's coming into this race with a ton of fitness. In 2017 and 2018, she went back-to-back wins at the Iron Horse 50 miler. She has multiple sub 4:30 50Ks, including a 4:07 50K time at the RH Armadillo Broil 50K a few years back. She's someone who's gonna have to run a super smart race, but I think she can do so. Taryn Olmstead, I've got you taking home the top spot on the women's side for the 50K. Taking home the win on the men's side for the 50K distance, I'm gonna give it to Lance Dockery. And this guy just eats 50K wins for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My goodness, he's got 7 of them to date, and I think he's gonna make it number 8 at this race. He won the Jarman's Invitational Marathon, which is actually a 30-mile race, running 4:30. He's coming into this race super fit, throwing down multiple 70+ mile weeks, including even a couple 30+ mile runs in there. Lance Dockery, I got taking home the top spot on the men's side for the 50K. Good luck to everyone running this awesome race this weekend. Comment below who you think are gonna take home the top spots in the 25K, 50K, and 50-mile distance. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't already. If you have a race you wanna see a prediction video on, let us know and we'll try to make it happen. That's all I've got for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.